Today is going to be quick. I want to talk about writing prompts, and I learned so much here. I was joking with my friend Evan the other day that I spend more time chatting with AI than I do people. And there's a couple things I've learned that I want to just quick dump on you. The first thing is you should have ladder thinking, not roof thinking. And what roof thinking is build a roof for me. And the problem is that in order to get to that place, you need to create all of the ladders inside of ChatGPT or Claude to get you there. That is, let's talk about this. I am someone that does data enrichment. Okay, great. I'm looking to be able to find companies that need data enrichment. Help me think through the steps. I have a general opinion that the problem is that a lot of people are doing manual research. How am I going to identify if a company has to do a lot of manual research where the data is not in Apollo or blah, blah, blah? What else would I look for online to be able to determine X, Y, or Z? What should I do to target, right? I took all of these steps here to give it context. And you can ask it to help you think too. So you want to give it the base level thinking. What is the very first place that you start where you can say, here's where I am, here's what I'm looking to do, help me get there. Here's what I'm thinking. Is it right? Next step, next step, next step. Now, the models are great at predicting the next token, and they can do a better job at that if they have all of the context. And you have to be able to give them this wonderful window of it's the Goldilocks window. If the context window gets too big, they start hallucinating, going crazy. If it's too short, they'll try to answer. They're attempting to please. They always want to give you an output. They never say, that's not really enough information. So you need to turn it into a more critical thinker to be able to dance with it. What more would you need to know to be able to be good at this situation? How can we improve this? They also are subject to the primary recency effect, which is a human defect, which is defect. I mean, not me, but that we remember what we first read and what we most recently read. The stuff in the center, it's gone, right? The jelly-filled donut, right? It's only the outside that you get to taste. And so this is why you need to have the prompt repeat. If you're building an AI agent, you need to have the thing that you care most about at the beginning and the end repeated. Also, your prompts should be about 2 pages long. The other thing I do, which my aunt taught me by sending me an Instagram reel, a little bit embarrassed about that, what this reel said is you need to have it argue for and against something and then finally predict, is this good or not? That way you have the model say for and against, as opposed to just making the call without having generated additional tokens. Because remember, it's predicting the next word. I also bias it to have the negative stuff towards the yes or no, so that the model wants to please you. It really wants to give you an answer. It wants to tell you yes, and you need to help it argue against that bias. So when you're building prompts, one of the most important things is give it context, help it think through the problem first, give it a job, give it specifics on how to accomplish that job, and most importantly, go do it yourself at low scale and just talk. Use a tool like superwhisper.com and just talk. I'm going to the website now. I see this. Generally, I'm noticing X, Y, or Z. You need to give it your thinking and not just expect it to rebuild the roof for you. But if you tell it where to buy the tiles, if you tell it exactly all the steps to get on the roof, how to attach the roof, it will build you something that is close-ish to watertight, and it will protect your home. But you can only do that if you dance a little bit with the model and you inject your own creative thinking. Don't outsource that to the model. And I also would suggest that you ask Claude to write something in the style of George Carlin. It's an absolutely great experience. Have a beautiful Thursday, October 10th. And if you haven't, I have an AI course on how to find leads. 2 hours and 55 minutes. It's changed the lives of a lot of agency owners, and it's $2.99. It's very cheap, and I'll tell you how to build these agents inside of Clay. One Godfather's worth of content, just like George Carlin was the godfather of comedy. Have an absolutely beautiful day. Bye.